Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he works free. And they're able to get this one across the 35. North of 100 yards, the two scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now a play fake here on first down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, yeah.
Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 3-0 is our score, and we're back to Philadelphia after this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And to give this time to the tailback. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Wentz now to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. John Simon from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Room to run past midfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Wentz to throw on second down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On play action, it's Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they give this time to the tailback. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. To throw is Wentz. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
40, 82, 40. Here we go. 20.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this will be accepted. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Dak Prescott, over 300 yards now and also 3 touchdown passes. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Eagles, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us.